Hello everybody and welcome to our Saturday race. It's the Tier 2 folks today. Racing around Russia in our season opener of Season 4. We're on board with the first cars leaving the garage, should I say. Hopefully we get a cleaner race than yesterday. We had 3 safety cars, but let me run you through the drivers. So we've got Asterix in the Tauri, we've got Phase Forwards in the Ferrari, we've got Rutty Boy, Jonathan, Tech, Klings, Vava, Bet, Toby, Hams, Harry Willis, Eckford, Guest, Orbit, Callum and PRTR. Looking forward to it, should be a good race. Time will tell. Anyway, we'll go on board with the first car out on track, Rutty Boy. He had a good race yesterday, getting the P2, but maybe one position short of where he wanted to be. What's in store for him this race? People who raced yesterday will have a bit more experience today. Rutty Boy, Toby. Oh wow, we've got Orbit in a wall already. That's interesting, but we shall go on board with Rutty Boy, leading us off on our first lap. Here we go. I can actually check what the pole time was yesterday. What's up with your safety car prediction? How did Toby win yesterday? I watched it afterwards. What penalties did Toby get? He got 10 seconds, but he had a big enough gap. He had a big enough gap to get the win. Okay, I can't actually see what the pole time was yesterday. But anyway, Rutty hugging the inside nice and tight. This is a good start from him. Jonathan's actually gone on the medium tyres. My prediction, fastest, I reckon Klings is up there for a race win. Face Forwards is good. Rutty is good. Hams Harry Willis is normally quick. This is tidy from Rutty so far. He needs a good exit here. Ooh, he just has to fight the car as he got his entry slightly wrong. This won't be the best lap he can do. He'll be able to improve after this. I think he's going to be the first one across the line with the time. Lovely sector 3, lifts a bit there, you don't really want to be lifting, you have a yellow flag in sector 2. He comes on the final few corners, very easy to invalidate here, but what's his first lap going to be? A 1:31.4, yep, lots of room for improvement there, lots of room for improvement. We've got Asterix coming across the line next. Is he going to be able to stick it on, well, provisional pole after 2 people? Areta Lil Pump says 1 Rutty, 2 Callum, 3 Toby, 4th Orbit maybe. Ooh, Orbit might win. Yes, and Aston does beat Rutty with a 1:30.8, good lap time. Phase Forward has invalidated. So we go next to PRTR, he's also invalidated. Pit, he's also invalidated. Orbit. Lots of invalidations around Russia, it is quite easy to do. Barbabet pulls over. So next up we've got Eckford Guest coming across the line. He was in pre-season, had some good battles with Rutty Boy. What's he going to be able to produce here? Final couple corners. Don't invalidate, hug the apex, quickly to the line, and he goes pole just by 2 hundredths for 1:30.8. Who is next across the line? We've got the Aston Martin of Jonathan on the medium compound tyre. Let's see if he can produce a good time on the slower tyre. Oh, 1.3 seconds off the pace. Understandable considering he's on mediums. Tech goes third, 3/10 off the pace. We've got an Alpine coming in. Let's quickly get to him. It's Toby. He's beginning his outlap. Can we talk about how sexy this Alpine is? A beautiful car. Anyway, can Toby nail turn 1? Tech gets nicely out of the way, hits the apex, keeps on the throttle nice and early. Good turn 1 for him. Only 5 people have set laps so far. Who's next across the line? It should be this AlphaTauri here. Yep, the AlphaTauri of Varvavet has invalidated. But we're on board with Etford Guest. I'm guessing is on his in lap. So it should be Jonathan next across the line. Is he going for a double? Who knows? Well, anyway, we're staying on board with Toby. Let's get some nice camera angles here. Beautiful shots. Yeah, lovely. This man has improved a lot over the course of the seasons. He's put in the work, and it's showing. He's gotten a lot better from when he first drove. He's in a tier above him here. He's normally a tier 3 driver. Won the race yesterday. What can our race winner reproduce as he comes across the line? Oh, he invalidates. Invalidates last turn. That's got to pain him. Who's next across the line? I believe Hams Harry is on his outlap. So still 10 minutes to go in this quali session. While to go. Tier 1 is tomorrow. Lil Pump, who are you? Are you in the Discord? Hams Harry begins his lap. Who is next to come across the line then? It will be PRTR. He is a reserve, but he's proving just fine so far. Bearing in mind we have 7 drivers not here today. A lot of tier 2 drivers couldn't make it. Varvavet retired. What's happened here? Varvavet is out of qualifying. He's put his AlphaTauri into the wall. And he will be starting from the back of the sorry, back of the grid. Oh, you're Halfboy. Hello, Halfboy. Sive, it's okay. Yesterday there were loads of safety cars. You can easily get back into the game. Callum Mitford choosing to stay in the pits. Hasn't come out yet. Nice tidy lap from Orbit so far. Yes, hitting that apex well, getting a nice run through there. Again, the Alpine. Toby and Orbit could prove to be a title contending team. You never know. 2 good drivers, neither of which should be underestimated. But right now it is Etford Guest on the upper hand. Jonathan has improved his time on the medium tyres. I think he's going to stay on the medium tyres, you know, and I like this strategy from Jonathan. I like change, I like people being different. Oh yeah, Sive, that's a shame. Anyway, here comes Orbit. Oh, it's Paul with a crunching lap. 5/10. Oh! No, sorry, Phase Forwards has just fired back and gone top of the timing chart with a 1:30.1. A lap that could do quite well in the Tier 1. A very, very nice lap. Orbit 1.5 tenths off the pace, and it seems the rest are a class behind them so far. Phase Forwards and Orbit. We knew these two were going to be the 2 title contenders. But Toby, Aaron and Callum all in the pits, and they haven't set a lap yet. Klings comes across the line in P8, 1.4 off the pace, not too far off Rutty. But this is the man of the moment. Phase Forward, setting a brilliant lap. He'll come in now and wait till the end of the session to go for one more, I'm sure. But that is the time to beat a 1:30.1. Halfboy, is this one of your bad tracks though? Or is it a good track? Is Orbit on another lap? No, this is in lap. Rutty. Ooh, fights a snap of oversteer on his lap. Yeah, he will abort. Anyone about to cross the line? We've got an Alpine. Ooh. No, Orbit into the box. Who will be followed by Phase Forward, who will be very happy with that time. A very good lap. Yeah, Sive, that's a shame. Don't worry, in the race, show us what you're worth. Callum Mitford finally comes out of the box. PRTR has retired. He's stuck it in a wall. If we go on board with the McLaren, we should be able to see it coming up. If you look at the bottom right on the map, you can see the Ferrari in a wall. He is a Tier 3 reserve racing with us today. Let's see what's happened. Yeah, he's binned it. Yeah, I know exactly what's happened. He's tried to get a good exit, hit the wall then, skidded across the track. Shame for PRTI, he's got work to do in the race. Exit Guess, Rutty and Tech all fighting to get onto that front row, but that front row looks pretty locked right now. This could be a great season between Phase Forwards and Orbit. This could be a great season. Toby on an outlap. Hams Harry remains in the box. Callum also on his outlap. Hams Harry quote says he is drinking champagne without the sham. Well, we'll go with the one car setting a lap right now, who's actually invalidated, so we got no movement. Most cars in the box. Toby and Callum on outlaps. Callum just ahead of Toby. Will Toby go for the slipstream? I think he wants it, you know. I think he wants a slipstream. Yeah, he's a perfect distance. He's going to get slipstream all the way down the straight. Medium soft and soft medium is easily doable side. Yeah, Toby's going to get a beautiful slipstream. This is played right into his hands here. This is Valtteri Bottas giving Max a tow in 2020. Wow. Getting dragged along the whole straight. He just doesn't want to catch up with them. He doesn't want any turbulent air. Great exit from Toby. Perfect exit, actually. And this is a strong lap so far. Oh, all along the other straight as well. Orbit's been disqualified for blocking the pit lane. Oh no. And Orbit's going to sink from P2 down to P13. What an upset. More space on the front row now. Toby's going to invalidate here. He's gone way off. Oh my god, he hasn't invalidated. How is the man not invalidated? He's managed to go wide enough so that it doesn't invalidate. He's going to have to overtake Callum Mitford, but Toby could be on a hell of a lap here. I don't know how he hasn't invalidated. Orbit's wheel died. So he's gone from P2 to P13. Upset for him. Toby hit, ooh, just slightly misses the apex. Misses that apex as well. This is an okay lap for Toby. I know he can do better, but that slipstream is going to help him. And Toby will box. Oh, maybe he did invalidate. It's just not showing for us. Well, Callum Mitford will also box, and they'll go for one more lap each, playing a risky strategy. But people are finally coming out the box again. Phase Forward's right now the man to beat. 4 tenths behind him is Tech. Phase Forward's making a good case to get himself promoted to Tier 1. Quiet in the pits. Cars are now starting to come out though. So, comments, who's your favourite to take pole position? Mine has to be this man here. Phase Forwards. Brilliant banker lap. Surely it only gets better from there. Tech is the biggest outside chance to take it though. Tech is a Tier 3 driver as well. So he is here showing that he has got pace. Russell in P3, he'll be wanting to stay on those front 2 rows. And Varberbeck currently 9th, even though he hasn't set a lap. So, unless these 3 can improve, well, it looks like Hams Harry is not coming out. he is going to enjoy starting from the back. But it all begins. Has anyone actually started their lap yet? I believe that Aston Martin has. Of Jonathan, who started on mediums, has now switched to softs. Will it play into hands? His best lap was set on the mediums, 2-lap-old mediums. The strategy around Russia is pretty straightforward. It's either a medium soft or a soft medium. We saw drivers yesterday go onto the hards, but they really lacked pace. Misses the apex massively, but carries good speed. Not the end of the world. We're going to go to Eckford Guest, sitting in P2. That's a good lap. That is a good lap. Just squeezed past Tech. Rutty Boy also waiting to set his lap behind Callum Mitford. Callum Mitford will bail. Face forwards begins his lap. Who's next to cross the line then? Klings is starting his lap now, and everyone's away. Everyone is away. I believe the first to cross the line will be Hams Harry. He's on his outlap, but he hasn't left himself enough time. He's not going to make it. And neither is Toby. So both of them, I think... No, they have made it. That is commentators, that is spectator glitch. Jonathan stays P8, doesn't improve. Aston Martin of Tex begins his lap, but he's invalid. He's invalidated next lap, so he's third. God, this is really hard to keep track of. Eckford Guest in the box, his session is done. On board with the Towery of Aston. Can he put his car in a better position? He goes P4, ups Rutty by not much. But elsewhere on the track, we're on board with Rutty, who has Callum Mitford breathing down his back, getting some nice slipstream. But Rutty will be next to cross the line. Eckford Guest is the only cemented car in P2. Aston retired. His session is done. He's in P4, but that's invalid. No, kept it on. That really looks invalid to me. But he's somehow managed to keep it on. Is Rutty going to be able to go? Possibly on the front row. He needs to improve by 0.3 at least. He'll be followed by Callum Mitford on his lap. Here he goes. Rutty into 4. Pushes Aston and PRT. No, just Aston down 1. Callum Mitford finishes in P8. It's an improvement. Who's next across the line? It's Klings. Stays P7. Next across the line, it's phase forwards. He can't defend his pole. But the only people who can beat him now are Toby and Hams Harry. Crossing the line. What's Hams Harry going to be able to do? Here in Russia. Round 1. He'll invalid. No, he won't invalidate. He'll go 5th. 5th, that's a very good lap by him. But Toby goes 6th. Aston down into P7. Good laps from everyone. But here is the grid. Phase forward with a very, very good lap time. Hams Harry and Toby slid in to make the 3rd row. That was a very good qualifying actually. Some very good pace all the way down to Callum Mitford. Rather their orbit will be gutted. So will possibly PRTR who crashed. But we have our pole sitter. It's phase forwards claiming tier 2. First pole of the season. Here we go. Here is the grid. We've got phase forwards and Eckford Guest making the front row. Then Tech and Rutty. Then Hams, Harry and Toby, the 2 Irish drivers. Aston, then PRTR. Klings, then Jonathan. Callum, Varverbet and Orbit. Can we get race predictions, please, in the comments? Race predictions. I enjoyed that qualifying, actually. Very close everywhere else in the field, but the one dominant man. Phase forwards in the Ferrari. It was a clean quali. It was a clean quali. So, strategy as discussed for the top 10 should be a soft medium, and for the bottom 3 a medium soft is very much in contention. Halfboy thinks Rutty 1, Phase 2, Toby 3. Safety car in 5 seconds. It's a good shout. It's a good shout. I'm going to go with phase forwards with a dominant display. Very dominant display. We'll go on board with face forwards on the formation lap. People don't know how to do a formation lap, it appears, but anyway, we're off for it. Orbit will be bringing up the rear. Hopefully we can get a nice clean race. Let's hope, eh? One position that stands out for me is Rutty Boy P4. He'll be very happy, and sorry, Tech, both tier 3 drivers, but on the second row of the grid. Brilliant effort from the pair of them. Hams Harry, good lap. Toby, yep, tier 3 driver, getting onto 6th on the grid. Aston in 7th. Good lap from him. PRTR, another tier 3 reserve, beating some of them. Klings on his debut in the league. So is Jonathan. So is Varvelbet. Orbit. We've seen him many times before. He was a pole contender, but he got disqualified. Hopefully we get a clean race. Tier 3 was not clean, but these tier 2 boys are all pretty experienced. Let's hope. Let's hope. Have actually got 2 DQs. Sorry, I missed that. Klings and Orbit gonna have cold tyres. As if Orbit's weekend couldn't get worse. He slapped with a DSQ. Make sure if you're here you tune into the tier 1 race tomorrow, commentated by Rutty Boy. Anyway, we make our way onto the grid. A nice clean formation lap by those two. How will face forwards get away on the grid? Tex is backing up the pack. Don't do it too much because it can be awarded with penalties. Here they all come. But what I usually do, I go on board with P2. Face forwards, how's he going to cope with the pressure? The pressure of P1 on the grid. But we're going to have our red lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5 red lights in Russia. And away we go! Face forwards gets off pretty well, I think. Eckford Guest will slot in nicely behind him. It's a good start by Tex as well, but the front 3 all got away pretty cleanly. Tex is going to go for a move up the inside of Eckford Guest. Is he going to be able to pull it off? Oh, lots of crashes behind. Klings retired. Klings has retired from the session. We've got a virtual safety car which will surely turn into a safety car. Tex did get up the inside of Eckford Guest. A great start from him, but face forwards getaway was brilliant. In the end though, one man is gone, and that is Klings. It's still a virtual. No safety car has been bought out. But wow, what a start for face forwards. Tex gets P2, Eckford and P3, Rutty stays 4, Hams still 5, Toby 6, Callum is up 1, PRTR, Aston, Varvelbet, Jonathan, Orbit all ready with the pen. We're back underway though. Tex is on the back of face forwards, burning the ERS. He really wants this position. Face forwards is going to have to defend. He's got more ERS. Oh, up the inside here in turn 3. Very easy to spin if you hit that curb. But face forwards is going to be a liability on the straight. He's going to be almost a sitting duck. Hams Harry is all over Rutty as well. Lots of action up the field. The one person on mediums is Varverbet, or Scythe as he's better known. Anyway, here comes Tech. Can he get past face forwards? Will he go outside or inside? He's gone outside first. Then to the inside, he'll go for the dive. Yeah, lovely racing from the two. Face forwards will just stay ahead. Good racing, clean racing. Hams Harry all over the back of Rutty still. Toby's keeping in the mix. This is much cleaner already than the other day. Orbit though, in P11 we wanting to get up the field. He's not normally this low. Tech still on the back of face forward. This is going to be a battle this race. This is going to be a very good battle. And here we've got Aston. 2/10 off PRTR. Hams Harry as well. Ooh. You're a Mayo on the Haas. And Hams Harry Willis manages to get ahead of Rutty Boy. But Toby is in the mix now. There are 3 cars going racing. Hams Harry up the inside. He's going to get it done. Beautiful, beautiful stuff by Hams Harry Willis. Rutty's going to have another go at him. It's a lunge up the inside. Brilliant from Rutty. He's made it stick. That's a lovely move. And Toby's licking his lips. He's got something going for him here. This is brilliant racing. Superb racing from the 3. And Hams Harry comes out the winner, but it's not over yet because DRS is enabled and we're onto the long straight. Hams Harry Willis is going to be so viable to Rutty Boy. Varverbet has retired. What's happened? He's just spun on the home straight. That's a shame for him. We've got a virtual. But Hams Harry Willis, Rutty Boy and Toby providing us with some great racing. Scythe is gone. We've got 11 people in the race left. Hard tyres, he will probably take them to the end. It's definitely doable. But Scythe with heartbreak. We're going to get restarted with face forwards in a couple seconds. No safety car yet, which is surprising. Tex wants to get up the back of phase forwards, but phase forwards got more ERS. It's all about saving. Rutty Boy wants to get Hams Harry back desperately, who got a lovely move done on him. Toby under pressure from Callum Mitford. I think we're almost ready to get restarted again. Scythe, what happened? Varverbet. And we're racing again. Hang on, let's put penalties on. I thought someone got a drive through, but it's only 3 seconds for Tex. Rutty Boy should be all over Hams Harry here. DRS will be activated. PRTR has retired though. I think it's another crash. Will we get a safety car or a virtual? We're left with 10. Everyone is pointing as it stands. But all 10 of these drivers are very quick, so they'll be fighting for the points. Tex is all over face forwards. He wants that P1 and he wants it now, but we have a safety car. The safety car has been deployed to clear PRTR. And this is very interesting. Who will pit and who won't pit? If I was racing, I would probably go onto hards for the rest. But it is an option to stay out and go onto the medium tyre. Maybe the better option. Phase forwards, I'm sure what he does will be replicated further down. Well, I will take a 1 minute break and be back to commentate the safety car restart, but it looks like they're all going to stay out. No one opts a pit. But we will resume. Oh no, I lied. Toby, Aston, Orbit, Jonathan all pitting. And that is interesting. Toby onto the mediums. He was bragging about how long he took the mediums yesterday. I can tell you right now he's going to try and go the whole way. Jonathan does the same. Aston onto hards, and Orbit will go on to the hard tyres. Anyway, I will be back in 1 minute for the safety car restart. And I'm back. I just had to grab my milkshake. Because who doesn't want to enjoy some good racing with a milkshake? Tex gained a whole second on the virtual safety car. Shit happens. The ones to watch are Toby and Jonathan. Are they going to be able to take these mediums the whole race? 5 seconds for Toby and Aston who collide. I'm guessing they'll be sending in that clip to get that appealed and taken off. Safety car stays out for another lap. Well started. The tier 1 reserves will fill up very quick. Just make sure you're fast to the announcement. Tier 1 we should have a full grid. Well, since there's nothing going on right now with the safety car, I asked this question yesterday, what's everyone's favourite car liveries? Tex will be wanting to catch up before the restart, he should be fine. Tex pit. Tex. Oh, hang on a second. Yes, we have missed that massive. Tex was P2, but he has pit onto the hard tyre and is now in P10. That is a big turning point in the race for the lead, but Phase Forwards now has a massive chance to get away. A massive chance. P2 in the race is now sitting in P10, but on fresh tyres. I don't know if that's the right call. Maybe he was carrying damage. We shall see. Right now, the driver in a strong position for me is Toby, because he knows he can take those mediums far. P6 on fresh tyres. Is he crazy or is it genius? Safety car will be in this lap, and we're going to get ready for a restart. Eckford Guest will be on the hunt for Phase Forwards. A very long pit straight. Very hard to get away. Oof, very close. Aston and Hams Harry doing a bit of overtaking here. Toby has... Oh, what's going on here? And Toby will get away. Toby's actually missed the pack. Toby has slowed himself down massively and lost the cars in front of him. Hams Harry boxes. Odd choice. But Eckford gets a second off phase. Jonathan up the inside of Orbit, round the outside now. Orbit doesn't quite leave enough room, but they'll continue racing, shoulder to shoulder. A great restart from Face, he gets away. Almost out of DRS of Eckford. Eckford has to stay in it. He has to. It's vital. Callum Mitford all over the back of Rutty in that Haas. I'm going to throw one out there. Is the Haas actually quite a nice car? I quite like it. Fate. Here goes Callum Mitford round the outside. Oof, that would have been a lovely move. He backs out well. And Hams Harry, we've lost another driver. Hams Harry has DNF'd. I think it's a manual DNF, I'm not quite sure. But Hams Harry is gone. We're left with 9 drivers after 7 laps. Callum Mitford all over the back of Rutty, fighting for that podium. Toby will join the party as well. Yeah, the Haas is actually nice. Anyway, here goes Toby, Callum, Rutty. Again, the midfield giving us good battles. You're always entertained with Rutty, boy. Toby burning ERS. I don't know if that's the right call. It's very hard to regain around here. He needs to save those tyres and take it easy. Tex just behind on hards. He is not out of contention. Neither is Orbit. Oh, very good racing here. Let's have a look at penalties. 5, 5, 3 and 5. Three-second penalty for Tex. Oh, and Jonathan and Orbit crash. 2 more DNFs. That will be a safety car. Oh, I thought we were going to have a nice clean race, but we've lost another 2 drivers. Wow. A title contender Orbit is gone. We're left with 7 drivers once again. Jesus. And Tex has actually got a drive through as well for breaking the Delta, but this race has gone downhill. Wow, wow, wow. Everyone else comes into the box on a safety car. I'm guessing onto fresh mediums. They'll serve penalties. Yeah, way too little drivers, I know. I know. Tier 2 attendance was poor and they crashed, making for a 7-man race. But the fresh mediums will now definitely go all the way. What an eventful turn to what was a very good start to the race. Wow. Who's my favourite for the win now, though? I'm going to say Face Forward still. He's had a very controlled race, but he will be starting the safety car behind Tex. We're left with 7. This is a crazy race. The safety car won't even come in this lap as well. Everyone is guaranteed at least 6 points. I do hope in Tier 1 it's cleaner. Henry asks, how do you join the races? Sorry, I missed that. We've got a Discord, but go to our Instagram, F1 Ultimate Leagues, and you can find us there. It's the same spelling as this channel. Villain says, I thought Tier 3 was bad. Me too. Liam is disappointed in this tier. Yes, that's cool. That's cool. Well, we have a 7-man, I guess, kind of sprint race with 17 laps to go. And we're going to go on board with Tex for the restart. I got a feeling that FaZe will do a Hamilton, take out Tex and win. Tex has a drive-through though. So Tex is going to be playing catch-up. He needs another safety car after he serves it. You know what? I really hope the Tier 1 boys can do one thing, and that's have more than 10 people finish the race. Well, the safety car is in this lap, and we are ready for a restart. Will FaZe Forwards go for the move, or just let Tex lead and then serve his drive-through? Oh, Eckford Guest will be looking to pounce on him, as I'm sure will Rossi Boy. Toby will want to clear Callum Mitford, he knows he's a quicker driver. And Aston wants to make sure he doesn't DNF. We've seen him do it a few times, but he wants his points more than anything. Anyway, away we go. When will Tex leave? He's leaving it late. A risky strategy in Russia because of how long the straight is. I've got a feeling FaZe's going to do it. I don't think that's the right approach. Actually, I've been proved wrong. That's a good getaway. Very good getaway. And Tex is going to be leading by turn 1. Rotty Boy on the back of Eckford Guest. He surely won't go for a move here, but Toby's going to go around the outside of Callum Mitford. Going to make it stick. He's going to back off, rightfully so. That's what we need to see more drivers do around the outside of turn 1. Too many commit and go off track and get a warning. Well done, Toby, for backing out. Aston has dropped off. Eckford Guest all over the back of FaZe Forwards while FaZe is stuck behind Tex. Save your ERS, lads. I can't say it loud enough. Save your ERS. There is no need to burn through it now. A 3-second penalty for FaZe, and that could be massive for Eckford Guest and Rutty Boy, who are right behind him. But FaZe will get past Tex. No, he won't. Yes, he will. Oh, and Tex has been clipped in what looked like a racing incident. But we can only see. And Tex is struggling to get restarted, and there we go. To me, that looked like a racing incident. Both drivers not wanting to back out. Oh, but time will tell. But this is a 4-man race. I say 4. Toby's still in. There's an Aston still in this. It's a 6. A Texas manually DNF'd, I believe. But this is a 6. Oh, there's another safety car. Oh, give me a day off. Give me a day off. Please. Oh, dear. Aston pits, I mean, fair enough, he's in P6, nothing to lose. No, Jonathan, you can go whenever you want, mate. Sorry about how your race went. How many safety cars? Aston will serve his pen. I'm starting to see why no one likes Russia. Although I don't think Canada will be much better. Jesus Christ. Well, we have 6 people in a sprint race, which will probably be 14 laps by the time we start. No one gets points that's DNF'd, apart from if it's after lap 24, because that is 90% of the race. These 6 drivers are the only ones left in the lobby. We only had 6 finish yesterday, we're only going to have 6 finish today, maybe less. Yeah, Jonathan, you did. You did get unlucky. I mean, hopefully we can get restarted straight away, but I don't see it happening. The game will drag it out for another lap. Maybe. Come on, just let us restart now. Everyone's here. It's not. The safety car is not going to come in this lap. You prat. Absolute prat. Just go in. Pit. No one wants you out. Well, we will have to wait a lap before the action gets started. If I was Toby, I would have also pit onto fresh mediums. Actually, I don't think he has any. That's why. Anyone can win this race, though. FaZe may struggle, though, with his 3 seconds. Did he deliberately cause the safety car? Oh yeah, he did. Well, he is a reserve anyway. Anyway, we are almost ready to get back underway, finally. Yeah, Jonathan, fair enough. Well, there's always Canada in 2 weeks. Honestly, JCW, it's been a fucking hectic race. Very, very hectic. I don't know, FaZe Forwards went to the toilet, but Eckford Guess is now in front of him. That is odd. Yeah, I missed that as well. Let's focus on my chat. Well, that is rather unfortunate. Oh, Jesus. Right, well, 6 people left in the race. Safety car is finally in this lap. As everyone has said, I hope Tier 1 is cleaner tomorrow. We'll have Rutty Boy, the person sitting in P3 right now, will be commentating tomorrow. Anyway, will face forwards, gain his position back off the restart. He needs to stay really up close to him. Jonathan is gone. Egbert Guess is gone. I don't think he's left it long enough. I think face forward's going to get him here. I think face forwards is close enough to go for a move up the inside. Yes, he's going to be. He's going to get a lovely exit. Oh! And is it just me, or did Egbert Guess slam on the brakes there? Did Egbert Guess slam on the brakes there? That looked illegal to me. Face forwards has lost part of his wing. But that looked like Egbert Guess slammed on the brakes. Toby into P2! Wow, getting past everybody. What a move from Toby Larone, who'll slot into P2 in Tier 2. Rutty Boy right behind him. Callum Aston face forward has dropped back due to his wing damage. Wow. It's alright, Jonathan. Just see you in Canada in a couple weeks. Or 3 weeks. But Egbert Guest leads. May have been a dirty move. Oh, we will have to watch a replay. I think that was a deliberate brake check. That will be a hefty penalty. But Toby in P2 going very well. Rutty right on him, Callum right on him, and Aston right on him. Very good racing. And I feel for FaZe. He's been brake checked unfairly. Callum has been spun. Jesus Christ. FaZe forwards of all pit. Heartbreak for him. Hopefully he's got spare mediums. Or softs actually. You want to go onto the softs at this point. Rutty can't quite get past Toby. Toby has more ERS as well. Six people remain though. FaZe forward has to box. Hopefully he goes on to softs. No, he's out on the mediums. He could have done softs. You're right, Liam. That was very bad. FaZe forwards, if you're listening, we saw what he did. Very illegal, and he will get penalties. Well, FaZe forwards was about to jump him on the straight, and Egbert Guest slammed on the brakes and gave him wing damage. Which is not what you like to see. Rutty is all over the back of Toby, but Toby has about 20% more ERS. But very good exit from Rutty here. He's going to be onto Toby. Good racing. These two always provide us with good battles. It's almost as big of a rivalry as Lewis and Max. Toby seems to be better out of the final turns. The dirty air makes it really quite hard to trail. Can Rutty use DRS and ERS to get past Toby Larone 1-1-1-1? I don't think he's close enough. He's got massive speed advantage on him. We've got the inside, he's left it too late and he can't. Great defending from Toby. Still sits on more ERS. But Aston is right in the mix. Where did he come from? Oh, and that's why you don't put ERS on round bends. That is exactly why you don't put your ERS on going around a corner. You have too much speed, too much force going to your back wheels, and you lose the car. And a 3 seconds slap on the wrist. He will have to box, and FaZe forwards will get to gain a position, as will Callum. Rutty and Toby, the only thing to report on right now. Rutty was going off. The penalties are going to harm him. He's surely going to get him here. Toby swerves to the outside, and Rutty will get up the inside. This is going to be a completed move. Toby, with more ERS, should be able to get him on the main straight, as long as he can follow him through sector 3-5, which can be difficult. But we've seen Rutty has better traction out of that turn. Ooh, just be careful of the curbs, very easy to spin. Toby needs a good exit if he wants to get him back. Callum Mitford and oh, Aston going side by side. Not the cleanest of racing, but it's racing, and Aston will dart into the pits, and now will follow Toby. He is 100% close enough. He shouldn't even need to use much ERS. He turns it off. He's that confident in getting the move done. Brilliant ERS saving from Toby. It's very good to see, and he has 20% more than Chris Rutt. He has the line. No need to do anything fancy. That is great ERS conserving. All the meanwhile, Exit Guest pulls out in front. Phase forwards with the fastest lap on his fresh mediums, that was expected. Aston will go on to soft, so he'll go for that fastest lap, I'm sure. But Rutty and Toby is the battle we're here for right now. Both need to save some ERS, but Toby on the upper hand on that front. And Rutty spins, and Toby will be away. And Toby will look in his mirrors and think for the second time he's got one over Rutty Boy 13. He beat him yesterday by a few seconds, and he's now beating him again by 7. And it's now a spread out field. Aston going for his fastest lap of the race. 3 seconds penalties for the bottom 4 each. Four stops Aston has done. It's a shame Eckford Guest went dirty, because he could be leading a great race right now, but Callum Mitford is the story of the day. He's in a podium position, up 18 places. Really not much action on right now. However, Aston is catching phase forwards. Rutty Boy pits after his spin onto softs. He will be back in the battle between phase forwards and Aston. But it looks like our podium is pretty set unless there's a safety car. Eckford Guest, Toby and Callum are 4 penalties. Face forwards, just a second behind Rutty, who's come out of the box, but Rutty on softs should be able to get away. I'm sure this will be the fastest lap of the race from Rutty. Face forward actually isn't getting dropped by Rutty on the about same ERS. He might be able to get in a battle with him. Yeah, 4/10. DRS has brought him right into the equation. I think he might get him on the straight, despite being on the worst tyre. Ooh, but Rutty Boy gets a very good exit out of there. But Rutty Boy has not always been strong in this sector. But that was clean, and that should be enough to defend him for this straight anyway. But phase forwards, impressing everybody with his pace. Aston will set a fastest lap on soft tyres. Rutty Boy will try to do that this lap. None of phase forwards can say something about it. Is he going to go for the move up the inside? No, he'll back off, and Rutty Boy will live to fight another day. It seems like our podium is set. Careful on the spin, face forwards. Well, I didn't know there would be 6 people left today. Halfboy said P1, Rutty 2, phase 3, Toby, not bad. All of those are still in the race at least. So far the only battle is between Phase Forwards and Rutty. He's now dropped out of DRS anyway, so it looks like we're not going to have any battles for the rest of the race at this rate. In both races only 6 people have finished though. Shocking. The question is, will this be Toby's second win in a row? Due to the large penalty which is coming at Guest's way. He won't know it, but Toby probably sits in P1 right now. The Alpine driver. On for his second win in 2. He is really taking the league by storm so far. Eckford Guest, if you didn't see, brake checked another driver on this straight, right here, which puts Toby in the lead if he gets a penalty for it. We have a yellow flag. Not quite what. Not sure what quite for. Oh, I've missed a Rutty boy spin. He's down in P6. How'd you like your bottle, Rutty boy? How'd you like your bottle? Wow. Phase Forwards though into P4 after being brake checked. Excuse me. Impressive by him. May as well just type the good race message now. Callum Mitford though, never got a podium in F1 Ultimate Leagues and he's on for his first one here. Unless we get a spin from one of the top 3, it's looking pretty set for who our podium will be. Rutty will be fiercely on the chase for Aston. Another 3-second penalty then, no, just slides. But the gap between Toby and Eckford is starting to fall a little bit. Oh wow, Aston just avoiding the wall there. Really nothing to commentate though. Who's done the best job at saving ERS? It is Phase Forwards. Everyone is quite low in the fuel. Not in the fuel. In the tank of ERS. drivers all pitting at the perfect time. Aston, Rutty on the soft tyre for the rest of the race. Wow, this race has gone downhill with the more DNFs. I thought we were going to get a nice clean race. It was seeming like it, but no. Question is, can Toby eat into Eckford Guest's lead? Because right now it's looking comfortable for Eckford Guest, but we know he's got a big penalty coming. Three seconds more for Rutty boy. Not the best weekend for Rutty. We would have hoped for higher than P6 in his Ukraine Haas. But this man right here will be one upset man. I think his podium still could be on. Because Eckford Guest, he's got a heavy penalty coming. The brake check was after a safety car restart. Eckford Guest was about to get overtaken by face forwards and then he just slammed on the brakes. But face forwards was going brilliantly in this race, led so many laps at the start. Just a shame. I hope it wasn't intentional for the sake of Eckford Guest. There really isn't much going on though. Yes, that's why I will be requesting footage after this race, should face forward appeal. Lap 14 or 15. Yeah. Hey, face. Oh, and it's heartbreak for face, but he will point. Because we're on lap 25, or 24 for him, he will get the points of P6. Face forward will point. Face forward will get the points because he made it 90% through the race. He's a lucky man, but he will get the points. But he raced so well today, face forwards, and it's all been ended like that. This is like watching paint dry, watching 5 cars race around the track. Shame everyone was very dirty. Not dirty, I wouldn't say dirty, I'd say clumsy. We've got a yellow flag as Aston has come off and Rutty Boy's going to get past him into the points. Not into the points, they're all in the points, into P4. Yeah, face forward, make sure you report your incident with Eckford Guest in the steward's room. But I think Toby could be on his way to another victory. Aston, can he get back at Rutty? Answer question. Ooh, not with that wheel spin. Kicking in the ERS a bit too early there. Aston though coming up to Rutty Boy. Why would Toby is a proper racer. He's in tier 2 as well. Toby's in all 3 tiers because he's been here since day 1 in the league, so he gets to race in all 3 tiers. If you check the driver lineup, you'll see him in each tier. Aston desperately trying to get at Rutty, but using all his ERS to do so. Atanas, I know, 5 drivers left, is crazy. But it looks like Toby could be on for his 2nd win because of the penalty Eckford Guest is going to get. Ooh, Aston, a lot of wheel spin he's facing. But anyway, we go on to the last lap with Eckford Guest. To be fair to him, he's had very good race pace, he's been quick. But it's a question of the incident he was involved in. Did he deliberately brake check to stop face forwards overtaking him? Toby will be very pleased as well. So will Callum Mitford. Just got to pull it together now, lads. Aston's still on Rutty. I don't think he's going to catch him. He's got one more straight to do it. The cars look so beautiful in this game. So nice. No, he's not going to get it done. Face forwards, just use Stewart's room and clip whatever you want. It's up to you to try and get people penalties. I wouldn't bother with Tex because he's a reserve, but for your other incident, I'd definitely try it. Anyway, here comes Eckford Guest. Around the final turn, he is the winner of Tier 2, Round 1 in Russia, followed by Toby, who will be at a very good race, and followed by Callum Mitford. But it is, in the Romeo, your race winner, Eckford Guest, driving a great race bar his incident. He can be very delighted with how that went. Very good from Callum and Toby as well, drove brilliant races. And this driver will be very happy because he's got a potential P1 coming. But here comes Rutty and Aston, not being the best race for these two, but with everyone else DNFing, they will make up the top 5. Rutty could be on the podium based on Eckford Guest penalty, but here comes Aston. And that's it for Tier 2. There were 13 drivers to start with. Crazy race. Crazy race. But well played to Eckford Guest, our Russia winner. The Alfa Romeo. We'll see what the stewards have to say about Eckford Guest's incident. But a very good race from him nonetheless. Mitty, you might. Here we go. Here are the final standings. Fastest lap will go to Aston. Face forward will point because he made it through 90% of the race. Thank you all for tuning in, and tune in for Tier 1 tomorrow with Rutty Boy on the comms. That's me for now. See you later.